Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Dishonored. It just occurs to me that I think I actually want to grab that little valve and try to open whatever door it unlocked. So we're going to do a little bit more mission before we leave with Samuel. Just to see if we can get a tiny bit more loot, and then we'll leave.
You're just feeling off, that's all. It's no use. I'm sick. I can do this.
Blood. It's been days.
You know what you have to do.
Stop it! I'll give you my share of elixir.
Nonsense. I don't want to bleed from the eyes and lose my mind. I don't want to spread the plague to anyone else. Don't fall prey to restless hands. I'm asking you to do this because you've known me for so long. Can you do it? Will you?
Yes, my friend. I will. Before you weep. Before you bring down the rest of us.
Thank you.
Turn your back, my friend. Recite the 7 strictures. I will make it fast.
Restrict the wandering eyes that look hither and yonder for some flashing thing that easily catches.
But brings calamity in the next.
Apprenticeship. High Artificer Bartholomew. I would appreciate if you could consider promoting me to your apprentice, formally, so that I might work with you full-time. Thank you. Humphrey. Draft 1. Bartholomew. I am sick of mopping your floors and dusting your shelves, all of this in the hopes of receiving the crumbs of knowledge that you cast my way. If you think I'm going to wait around forever... Draft 2. This is in regards to my being chosen for the position of your apprentice, High Artificer. If you don't mind, I would appreciate if you looked at my record of service over the last several months. You will find that I have been... Draft 3. High Artificer. I was visited by Holger himself in my dreams last night. He told me I was to do great works for the Abbey, to cast out darkness where I find it, to help arm my brothers with weapons that reach beyond the physical and into the very heart of the outsider. I think I am ready for this task. One second, everyone. I don't remember what this is. 203. Berthold, be warned. I found one of our brothers attempting to put a package in the post boxes for the others to find. I believe it to be the evidence of your sister's involvement in witchcraft you spoke to me about. I attempted to stop him, but he insisted I would burn for her crimes if I was attempting to cover her deeds. You should warn her. See if the two of you can flee the city before they reach her. Your friend and brother. Dear Harold, we miss you. I generally don't do this, but I came across a letter your parents sent when you were first taken to Whitecliff. Remember that we have rules in place to spare you the decision of trying to make contact with them. We can no longer walk among those we seek to protect. If you would at least read this letter to him, though your motives may be just, we know he's probably scared right now, and we are unable to be there for him. Son, we miss you. We're so sorry we can't come to you now, and take you from wherever they've stolen you away. Be strong, son. We know we will see your way through. We know you will see your way through. Please remember us, and try to find us when you're free. We love you, Mama and Papa. Winham, last night. Last night was wonderful. I'm right at this moment imagining your arms around me, and your breath on my neck. I feared for our lives when your fellow overseers found us, but you proved resourceful as always. And no, I won't take your slurs and threats personally, for I know you were merely trying to throw off any suspicions they might have had of us. I hope to see you again soon, perhaps in 2 nights, when you have leave once more. Darian. Final warning. Edmund. It has come to my attention that you know where my sanctum is. If I catch you loitering by the statue of Holgar again, hoping to run into and perhaps liaise with one of my guests, I'll have you branded a heretic and cast out of the city. Regards, High Overseer Campbell.
From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons. Are you ready to go?
I agree, Samuel. Yeah, and yes. It's time to take me back to the Houndspip's pub.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, how'd we do? We killed 4 hostiles, and 5 bodies were found. Low chaos, fantastic. We rescued Griff the Scavenger, we branded Campbell as a heretic, saved Captain Kurnow, and we saved Elsa from zealous overseers. Good for us. We didn't get 75% of the loot, though. We got, looks like, 2/3 of the loot. That's kind of a shame. Wow. I missed 1,300 coins. That's a lot of loot. I wonder where it was. Maybe some was in the lowest area of the doctor's house, and some other bits of it was in other areas of Campbell's sanctum somewhere. Huh. We also didn't get all the runes because we didn't poison or disease the elixir still. Left that alone. Overall, I think it went really well. We killed one person. Oh, I hacked one person to death because I didn't want him spawning whoever I was inside the actual structure. Other than that, though, I think it went really well for us. Okay, let's now head back to the hub.
Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
He's alive. Thank you, Carvo, thank you. My uncle's a good man, and one day he'll prove it. Here. I know you did this for the right reasons, but I want you to take this as a reward. It's an old heirloom one of my aunts gave me.
They're all corrupt. If this is going to work, we have to take down the Lord Regent and all of his key allies. You know that.
Yes. Hopefully the High Overseer is the first step along that path.
And we must find a girl. Emily. You did it! Somehow you took down the High Overseer Campbell against the odds. I knew you were our man, Cornwall. With Campbell gone, we've hurt the Lord Regent immeasurably. And with Martin back, we'll have the finest strategist alive.
The Lord Regent must be shitting himself in Dunwall Tower.
Yes, and Campbell's journal, let's not forget. Our hope is that in these encoded pages, the location and condition of Emily Kaldwin can be discovered. Our entire movement will mean nothing if we can't place the rightful heir on the throne. We must act fast. No doubt the Lord Regent is holding Emily somewhere, waiting to reveal her, to step out as the hero and further cement his regency.
If he doesn't bring the young lady forth soon, there will be infighting among the nobles as to who should succeed the Empress.
Yes, time is against us. But now you should take a well-earned rest, Corvo. We will decipher the contents of the High Overseer's journal and share them with you later. Sometimes I think this conspiracy feels like the start of a joke, don't you? An admiral, an aristocrat, and an overseer walk into a bar. I wonder what the punchline will be.
We'll have to find Emily soon. With Campbell out of play, they're likely to move her.
Welcome back, Master Carvo. You know, I expected a rough-around-the-edges military man, like the Admiral. You're actually a gentleman.
The Admiral was right in recruiting you. Nothing's been the same since the Lord Regent took power. But at least Campbell's gone and my uncle lived.
Sailors tell tales of monsters far out to sea. But I'll tell you, there's strange things in this river no one talks about. Lights in the water, late at night. I've seen faces, too.
Can I be of service to you?
Let's see what new gear upgrades you have, Piero. So we found 2 blueprints. I actually have never found improved armor before, so that's awesome. Masked Optics 2 and improved armor. They'll be under the upgrades section. And we're actually full up on everything I care about. We might want to purchase 1 rewire tool. Let's do that. Now we'll go to the upgrades. So, Mask Optics 2 gives us another level of magnification, letting us zoom in even further. I find this very useful, especially if I'm going to be sniping enemies at any time. So, let's take this. Next, just in case I get into combat, I think I'm going to up my sword crossing a rank. This means that I'll be more effective at timing the instant counter hits that I can use when attempting to parry enemy attacks, or at least I think I will be. Alternatively, this might be used when I'm actually locked in a push against an enemy when our swords are drawn, both like leaning against the weapons of each other. In either case, I want this, so let's take it. Next, I think I'll upgrade my bone charm capacity 1 rank. I like to be able to carry another one. We're running out of money now. I would like 1 more upgrade, so I'm tempted to take... The improved armor could be really nice, but I also wouldn't mind having the crossbow accuracy. The spring razor radius would also be useful if I ever decide to use them. I wouldn't mind having, honestly, all these upgrades. I think we'll take 2 small upgrades. We'll take our crossbow accuracy up a rank. And we'll also take our bolt capacity up once. This is not sleep darts. This is combat darts, normal darts capacity. We're going to hold on to the rest of our cash.
Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams.
The inspiration is coming faster. My mind works faster at night than it does during the day. I'm being swept away, and I can no longer tell if it's genius or madness. When Carvo arrived, he brought some force from the void with him. Or perhaps I'm more brilliant than I even supposed.
Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands and of your heart.
Do you mean to tell me you don't know how to curtsy properly?
Please, sir. I was never in service with a noble.
That's not an excuse. You need to learn proper decorum. The Hound Pits has seen a few lords and ladies in its day.
If they were here, I expect they didn't want to be recognized, sir.
Never mind that. Lord Pendleton ought to be shown the respect he deserves. He doesn't require it, but he notices.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
But even so, have you forgotten we may soon be guarding a future Empress? You will be in the presence of the most important person in the entire known world, and you don't know how to curtsy.
But she's just a child, and she's not even here. No one knows where she is.
Well, our masters are just the people to find her, I'll have you know. Please learn your manners before then.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. You are reminded that assaulting a member of the City Watch has been made a capital offense, and guardsmen are authorized to carry out this sentence on the spot. The offender's possessions are legally forfeit.
That can be rather convenient if you're being arrested for no reason whatsoever, and you try to resist arrest, and they decide to kill you and take your things. This is a very frightening place to live in, though I'm sure there's members of the City Watch who are not corrupt. It's for that reason that I'd prefer not killing when possible.
It is every citizen's duty to report treasonous speech and actions. The state depends on you.
I know the Golden Cat, not as a patron, mind you. I designed some specialized devices for them. I kept the blueprints, if anyone is curious.
Don't. I brought you tea as a courtesy to a colleague. I won't make that mistake in the future.
I'm sorry, I only thought... Never mind what I thought. Thank you for the tea.
I have to get back to the Admiral. He has news for me.
Just waiting for my orders to come in, sir. You can count on me.
Ah, hello, Carvo. There are important things we must discuss. But at the moment it seems we have an unwelcome visitor here at the Hound Pits. The Admiral would like your help in investigating it, prior to sharing what comes next.
Hello, Carvo. I expect Martin will be joining us shortly. I hate to start your day with such a strange matter, but the servants heard something last night, moving through the storm drains beneath the building. Most likely a weeper. The poor bastard. There's no hope for them once the plague gets that far along. Nothing more than a shuffling corpse full of sickness and insects, if you ask me. I'd appreciate you investigating, just to be sure it's not a nosy guardsman that's getting too close. Here's a key to the hatches. I sent a servant down there, but they'd die of fear on the spot, I'm afraid. Maybe Piero can concoct some sort of sleep poison for your crossbow if you want to go that route.
They stood in a circle around the candles and cut their hands to form their alliance. The blood hissed as it touched the flames.
I believe the disease in the final stages must control them in a similar way to rabies, since they become aggressive and attack you even if you have not bothered them. An ancient note. I'm sorry, but I won't be here for the next meeting, or ever again for that matter. What happened here was unnatural and makes me sick to recall. I left the result of our labors here for you to keep, but I expect that the rats will consume it before you return. Goodbye.
She is a seamstress in a shop frequented by the wealthy.
You went down there in the sewers? I thought I heard a weeper in there earlier. You're probably the bravest man I've ever met. Overseer Martin has arrived. He's with Admiral Havelock now. They want to talk to you.
Cursed weepers, roaming all over the city.
Carvo, I trust you remember Martin, an overseer before, and perhaps again someday soon.
I owe you thanks for my rescue.
Indeed. You've given us a glimmer of hope, Carvo. Because we've gotten what we wanted from Campbell's journal. You've done it. We know where Emily Caldwin is being held.
The Golden Cat, of all places. A bathhouse for aristocrats. Little better than a cursed brothel.
But there's an unfortunate twist. It appears that Pendleton's own kinsmen stand in our way. The twins, Morgan and Custis. Not only are they controlling Emily, but they have the controlling parliamentary votes we so desperately need.
Yes, the Pendletons have to die. But most importantly, Emily must be brought here safely so we can protect her until the Lord Regent and his entourage have been dealt with. Pendleton's waiting for you on the dock. He's asked to brief you personally. I think it's best. Campbell's book appears to contain much more than we expected. He was blackmailing a number of highly ranked overseers. With the information in his journal, we will be able to manipulate the religious faction. The overseers will bend to our will.
Carvo, a moment if I may. Carvo, I've asked to speak to you myself. You see, I'm sending you to kill my older brothers, Morgan and Custis. They're horrible men. It's true, as you may have heard, cruel beyond words. Further, my brothers are close allies to the Lord Regent, and as long as they are in Parliament, we cannot gather the votes we'll need to stop the Lord Regent from further consolidating his power. These days, they're best known for exploiting their favor with him to cheat others out of their wealth. Let's just say that not every family evicted and quarantined for having the plague actually has the plague. I warned my brothers in every way I could. I really did. But they never did listen to me. They'll be at the Golden Cat tonight at their usual revels. They'll be protected by the City Watch, so it'll be dangerous. Now go. Please do it before I change my mind.
Okay, everyone, we'll stop here, and I'll see you guys on the way to the Golden Cat. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.